Liam Payne's girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, seen crying in public as she receives thousands of hate comments on Instagram. We have to talk about this, but before we get into it, my name is Sebastian. I cover all things pop culture, and of course, we've been covering Liam Payne's passing. Now, I've been asked many times to please talk about Kate Cassidy, and I've been, I've shared my opinions of Kate in the past, but there are some pictures of her. She's been seen for the first time since the funeral began. Now, the last we talked about Kate Cassidy was the alleged dealer Brian Bass said that that Liam and Kate were allegedly not a real couple. Okay. And that is the last I spoke about Kate Cassidy. Now, regarding Brian Bass's interview, I'm waiting for him to give me the green light on the interview. And if you guys didn't know, I have reached out to him and a couple of his friends to grant me an interview where I'm going to ask him the questions we all want to know. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you are subscribed for that. Now, Kate Cassidy was seen in London and she seems visibly upset, okay? And I wanted to talk to you guys and show you some of the comments that she is receiving on Instagram, all right? The comments are very, 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 I would say, just a combination of everything. So these are some of the comments. Why did you leave him? Why did you leave with his credit cards? Why did you leave him alone? Didn't he have a bodyguard by his side? Why did you leave with his credit cards? He needed you. Why did you leave him? You should never have attended his funeral. So how are Liam's credit cards doing? Hope they're feeding you well, Kate. I mean, everyone is like thinking that she took his credit cards. I don't know where that story came from. So if you do know, please let me know in the comments. It says he needed you. Why did you leave? Oh, we already read this one. Listen, there's a mix of things. There's also some good ones. Liam would be very disappointed to see that the fans he thought cared for him are being so unreasonably harsh towards women he loved. Unfortunately, we can see in his eyes he was not happy, sending you all the love. You see, there's a mix of everything, really. My Kate, I hug you. Please stay strong. I'm reading the comments right now, and I just don't understand why people are so cruel, sending you hugs. She can never use her account again for her stupid content. Just wondering why you never met his parents when you claim you were getting married. Your 15 minutes of fame is over, girl. I mean, as you can see, and there are thousands and thousands of comments. The smirk on your face today shows you are not hurting. You looked happy he's gone. Calls herself an influencer since when? I mean, listen, there's a lot. No one really knows who's suspect behind the scenes, but I'll bet my bottom dollar she's one absolute waster. Wow. I don't know why I don't even believe you. If you love him, why you left him? When you leave, why you leave him alone? Very bad. Wow. There is a lot of comments saying, why did you leave Liam? And a lot of comments suggesting that she left allegedly with his credit cards. Some are saying that, it's her fault that she left him without anyone. Others are saying that she was greedy or selfish. Others are saying actually that Liam would not want the world to attack her because he loved her and he wanted to marry her. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something that you're probably not going to love, okay? I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys. I personally don't connect with Kate. I just don't. There are people that you see that you know you would connect with. But I will say this. We don't know what happened. We don't know who is responsible for Liam's death still. We don't know any of these things. What we do know is that Liam and Kate were together towards the end. What we do know is that Liam allegedly wanted to marry Kate. What we do know is that they were together in Argentina. I'll tell you how I feel first. And I always give you this example. I lost my brother to addiction. I wish I would have been more with him. I wish I wouldn't have left him. So when I look at her situation, it upsets me. And I'm one of those people that wishes she wouldn't have left him. I'm one of those people that says, you should have stayed. I've never commented that on her Instagram, of course, because I don't do that. That's how I feel. On the other hand, I do think that maybe her leaving was the best she thought she could do for herself, for her boundaries, for her self-respect, and for her sanity. But I do wish she would have left him with people. I wish she would have called his family and said, look, I can't with Liam. You know, he's doing this, and this. It's too much for me. I'm going crazy myself. I gotta watch out for myself. I need you guys to send someone here now. Roger Norris was probably not the best one to be around Liam. And allegedly, Kate Cassidy didn't like Liam. Do I think that a lot of these comments saying that his passing is her fault are fair? No, I do not, okay? Why? Because we don't know what happened yet. There are a lot of conspiracies. There's a lot of different theories. I do wish she would have stayed. She didn't. End of story. She left. She wanted to be with her dogs. She wanted to be with her in her bed, and she wanted to leave Argentina. I'm here. I'm here and here right now. Part of me says you should have never left him alone, and then the part of me says you need to watch out for yourself too. But since I lost someone to addiction, since I lost someone that maybe had I been there more, I could have saved him, I see things different. So I am so confused on what to think. But I do think that a lot of these comments are not necessary. I do think saying that she is the cause of his death is not fair. I don't think that's fair. And I know that that's going to upset a lot of you guys, but I have to be honest and real with you. I don't think it's fair that she is getting blamed for his death. I think it's fair that she does get called out for leaving him. Not in a mean way, like in our way, like when we talk, right? Like, I wouldn't have done that. But at the same time, sometimes you got to jump ship if things are a little too hard, but you don't leave them without a life jacket. So I'm very mixed. I'm very mixed. I look at these comments and I get sad for her. I look at the pictures and I get sad for her. It is someone that they apparently loved each other, that they were allegedly going to get married, that they were having a future together. A lot of these comments saying Liam would not like you guys attacking Kate Cassidy. I could believe that to a certain degree, but part of me is angry that she left. Sorry, part of me is angry that she left. So I'm in the middle of it. I wanted to say this to you guys. I think that we should maybe refrain from commenting on her social media. Things like, you took his credit cards, you took his money, you know, you were only there for his money. How do you know she has his credit cards? Like, am I missing something here? Did you guys look into what I have in my purse? Like, did you guys check out her wallet? Do you know what I mean? So there are certain things that I think that are not fair for you to say. For example, I think it's okay to say, man, I wish you wouldn't have left. But at the same time, we don't know why she left. We don't know what happened to him. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's one of those things that we should cross that bridge when we get there. If we find out she had anything to do with it, girl, I don't know. All bets are off, okay? But as of right now, there is no proof that she was involved in any type of way. There's no proof that Kate Cassidy took his credit cards. There's no proof that she was involved in his passing. There's no proof that she's faking her grief, okay? So I think right now we should be respectful because she was the girlfriend of Liam Payne. Now, was it bad of her to leave? Listen, as an outsider looking in, I wish that I would have been there more for my brother. And I don't know what kind of circumstances she left Liam in. We don't know the full story to make that judgment. All I know is that I think that a lot of these comments are not fair. I think that at this point in time, if you have nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. Because I look at her and I could see sadness. But I also look at her and I don't trust her. So it is just a whole, this is such a confusing manner because I promote good on my channel. I promote kindness. So I don't want to promote any hate towards her. I don't want to promote rumors. That's why I'm saying if there is no proof, I don't think that we should attack. If there is no proof, I don't think that we should say you ran off with his money and you didn't love him and you're not this and you're not that. You know, I think that we should give updates on what is being said in a more official way. For example, Brian Bass made these strong allegations. Let's talk about it. But saying that she robbed him, abandoned him, never loved him, is not really grieving, I think those are unfair. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate because I know a lot of you guys hate her. Trust me, she is not my cup of tea. But I don't think it's fair to attack her the way that people are attacking her and wishing her ill will and wishing her family ill will. I think that is something Liam would not appreciate. I think we should wait until there's more information out. I think we should wait until there's official statements out and people, maybe part of the inside group talk, speak out or whatever. But I think that we should refrain from attacking Kate Cassidy, because I think that it is cruel at this point what they are saying. So I'm very confused. I wish that she would have never left him. I say that as someone who regrets till this day, 12 years later. I say this as someone who is just an outsider looking in, but with some kind of experience in this manner. I'm sure that she is dealing with that right now. I'm sure she is wishing she would have never left Argentina, and people saying she stole his credit cards. I think that it's cruel. So my advice is leave Kate Cassidy alone for the time being until we find out more official things, because if we find out that she was part of it or anything, putting her in a bad light, then I think we should talk again. But as of right now, there is absolute no proof of her being involved in his passing. There's no proof that she's faking her grief. There is no proof that she took his credit cards. There is no proof that she was cheating. There's no proof that she never loved him. You don't have that proof. So stop attacking her with that. That's my opinion. I'm sorry if this isn't upset you guys, but I want to promote goodness, but I'm also not a saint, and I also have to share my truth. So I love you all. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.